Thank you so much.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadu Rasulullah abange tumuwa bugalo lagita tuse mukubendoro. La ilaha illallah Muhammadu Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah ulire nsonga abange katuse webale okukola emirimu. Professor Ismaili sabo jagenda webale wama. La ilaha illallah Muhammadu Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadu Rasulullah. Sallu ala nabi. Allahumma salli ala sallam.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Your Excellency, Dr. Major Jessica Lupo, Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Honorable Minister Namuganza, the Director General, Science and Technology, OIC, and President of IUIU Alumni Association, the Vice Rector, Academic Affairs, Directors, and other management of IUIU, distinguished alumnus, ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
First of all, on behalf of management, staff, and students of Islamic University in Uganda, I take this opportunity to thank and welcome our chief guest, Your Excellency. Your commitment to IUIU by deciding to come and spend time with us during Easter holiday, during your busy schedule, is commendable, and I want to really thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for that gesture, and I think, allow me, Your Excellency, to claim you to be an alumnus of IUIU as one of the most recent graduates with a PhD honoris causa from IUIU. So indeed, thanks for attending your gathering of alumni. But we don't take it for granted, and we really want you to know that you are leaving a debt in our bag for spending time with us on this occasion. Thank you so much. Dear alumni, I would like to really thank you, and through you to thank the President of the Alumni Association for the past few years, where they have continued to mobilize you in order to become a pillar of IUIU's development. I spent almost half of my life in the United States, Your Excellency. But universities there put a lot of leverage and responsibility on their alumni. I graduated from Emory University in 1999, but up to now, almost every morning when I open my email, there is an email from Emory to me, telling me about the university, but also seeking support from me after 20-something years of graduation. That is the tradition we want to copy and emulate. And I want to thank you, Mr. Sechindi, and your group for having started this journey a few years ago and continuing to mobilize our alumni so that they become a pillar of development for Islamic University in Uganda. It's not an easy task because it requires time from the alumni, it requires resources from the alumni, but I want to thank the alumni for supporting the welfare committee of your association, for establishing and supporting the scholarship program, and also the different activities that have been mentioned here. That support needs to continue, and I think my call to you is that you need to recruit, at least for this coming year, 3 other members from your alumnus. Recruit them on a serious basis. Let it be your commitment to say that I'm going to inform them, but also recruit them to become permanent members of this organization. Once we do that, our dream, Your Excellency, is that a time will come when at least a quarter of our graduates, right now we have about 50,000, but if we can only mobilize a quarter of them to give, for example, $100 per year, which is reasonable and achievable, that will be over $1 million a year. And once we do that, there is a lot that we can accomplish, not just to the university, but also to the alumni families, those orphans and widows of our departed, and so forth. So that is our dream, Your Excellency, and I'm sure we shall reach it. The last point I want to make is to give you a synopsis of what we are doing at IUIU over the past year. Alhamdulillah, we have completed the Faculty of Engineering and Technology building, thanks to the support of the government of Uganda, which guaranteed the loan from Islamic Development Bank, and also thanks for the government for also having accepted to pay the VAT for that project. It was too much for us, but the government. So I want you to take this opportunity, Your Excellency, to thank the President of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for that support. We have realized that we have to build now a workshop outside the main building to house the big equipment that we have received. So that is the project that we want to complete, inshallah, before we recruit students to that faculty. We are also putting up a halal laboratory at Females Campus, which will enable us to position Uganda to be able to export halal products to the outside world. And we are seeking support from the government of Uganda to complete this project. I also want to report that the number of students has increased over the past year. We are now talking about a student population of 15,000 students from 12,000 last year. So, with these developments, we believe that IUIU continues to be a major institution that trains young people to contribute to society. And I'm glad also to report that from the conversations we have with our employers, both public and private, our products from IUIU are always praised because of their discipline and skills. So I want to take that opportunity to thank management and my staff for the wonderful work they are doing in grooming the next generation. I would lastly like to recommit our university, our management, to the ideals of the Alumni Association. The way you committed to be our supporters, I want to be, on behalf of management and students, to recommit ourselves to work with the association to ensure that we take our university further and further in the days to come. I now want to take this opportunity to invite the Minister of State for Planning and Housing, Honorable Princess Namuganza to come and share a few remarks, and I ask her once she completes to invite our chief guest to give the remarks. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
Sanyuse nnyo kukulaba. Honorable Namuganza.